they have to understand the economic impacts of having children early
Mm.
and also having children in separate households.
Hmm. Yeah, all that, and again, when we start educating our own, and there are already people doing that. There's homeschool networks everywhere. That needs to be included too. Planned Parenthood shouldn't just be the place to get an abortion. The concept of Planned Parenthood
We shouldn't
means
even get to that point. We
right,
shouldn't even get to the
right,
abortion point.
right.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood should mean I'm gonna help you plan how you're gonna become a parent and the amount of power that you have as a parent to either build or destroy. You know, you can either build something great with that child or destroy them completely by making bad, irresponsible choices. You can teach things like delayed gratification versus instant gratification. You can teach just from a common sense standpoint. Older women talking to younger women can help younger women understand the right type of man that you want to allow into your bedroom. I speak all the time on my channel about just the biochemistry of sex and how when you lay down with somebody and you're having orgasms with this person, it's gonna make you fall in love with the wrong. It can make you fall in love with the wrong person. The same way taking a hit of crack can make you fall in love with crack. Literally, as smart as I am right now, theoretically, whatever I am, if you bought crack in and I was arrogant enough to think I can take a hit of that crack
It's a
and
wrap,
not become an
bro.
addict,
It's a wrap.
that's not true, right? So I'm smart enough to know that I'm not able to outsmart nature, right? So sex and love is one of the greatest forces in the history of this earth, and you cannot outsmart Mother Nature. So when I talk to my girls, it starts with basic stuff. Like, okay, if you don't think a man is gonna be a good father to your kids, don't even give him your number. You don't really don't dabble with the devil. Don't play. Don't even, we're just friends or we just slept together. Okay. Well, you do understand that when that man gives you that first orgasm, that your brain chemistry releases oxytocin, which will make you wake up thinking that he's a wonderful guy, even though he's not. And next thing you know, you'll be pair bonded with somebody who will ultimately destroy your life, give you unwanted kids, STDs, emotional problems, financial problems, and the whole gamut because you thought you could outsmart Mother Nature. You thought you could play with fire, just like me thinking I can go to the crack house and not risk becoming an addict.
I think people think they can handle sex more than they can. And they
Yeah,
don't understand the impact sex has on their irrational decision making, bad decision making.
yeah, no, because it's not part of the educational process. So I think again, I think the parent should be the first teacher of that child. I encourage I tell everybody, on my channel, I say, look, I'm not here to teach no students. I'm here to teach teachers because the things I share with you will only have value if you share that, if you trust it enough to share that with people you love, share that with your kids. That white lady from the suburbs should not be the primary educational force in your child's life. You should be the primary force. You have that veto power because your child's experience and circumstances and choices and things they have to navigate is going to be so different from everybody else's because they're black. So you have to be able to teach them to play chess instead of checkers, or they'll get caught in all the same traps. Like the people don't notice the lowest median net worth in America is that of a single black mother with children. Why? Well, because you're playing a team sport as an individual. You're trying to do a two-person job all by yourself. These men that have these kids with you are supposed to be helping you financially, but they're not in many cases. Right there with her is the black male with a bunch of babies mamas. Have you ever dealt? I did 18 years in child support court. I said I'll never do this again. It is taxation without representation. You pay all this money, you don't have no say over where the money goes, it's hard. It's really hard. So what I would say to guys is, if you are a man and you want to be successful, or really a woman too, it's hard to get there without having some degree of sexual discipline. But that ties back to self-esteem. See, I keep going back to the first thing you mentioned because you hit the nail on the head. Because if I really value myself,
Ain't gonna be
then
out there with
right,
everybody
then I'm
like
not
that,
gonna
bro.
let I'm not gonna give up everything I got as a man over a big butt and a smile. You can't show up and just waggle a vagina in my face and have me ready to risk it all. Same thing as a woman. If you value yourself, you're not gonna let some crappy, horrific man who's gonna be a terrible father into your bedroom. You're gonna take your time and pick a man that's worthy of you, right? So, but again, that self-esteem void starts in childhood because of the missing father
This
that you
is the thing I'm
mentioned.
trying to
Because the
figure out,
father
man.
gives the son that guidance and intelligence, and he gives the daughter the self-esteem, that unconditional love that so many of our girls are missing. So the missing father is one of the worst problems in our community, and we do have to fix that.